Hello friends, today we're gonna discuss the topic inequalities. So it's been asked in all the competitive exams such as IBPS PO, SBI PO, LIC AAO etc. So it's very important topic. Let's start with it. So inequalities is usually asked for around 5 marks and the cutoff for reasoning section it is around 15 to 17 marks. So if you can understand and score pretty well in inequalities topic, you can easily get 5 marks and you can easily clear the sectional cutoff. Let's look at it. Inequalities, two types of questions are asked. One is direct form, like A greater than B, B is less than or equals to C, C is greater than B, and so on. So you'll be given a question like this and you'll be asked the relation between A and C or B and D and so on. So you can directly see the inequalities among these objects and you can answer. The other type of form is coded form. Coded form, the questions will be like A, dollar, B, copyright C, hash D, and so on. Here there is no inequality. Only codes are given like dollar, copyright, hash, and so on. And you'll be told that dollar is equal to greater than, copyright is less than or equal to, hash is greater than and or less than, and so on. So here you'll be given the codes and you have to decode it first. First what you have to do, you have to decode it and then you have to solve and answer the question. Alright, so two forms are these, direct and coded form. These are the inequality symbols. First is less than, like 5 less than 10, A less than B, which is pretty simple and you know it. The other one is greater than, like A is greater than B, so A B से बड़ा है, ठीक है. Third is less than or equal to, or this is not and, my dear friends, this is not and, this is or. A less than or equal to B means A is either less than B or A is equal to B. Alright, A is either less than B or A is equal to B. दोनों एक साथ नहीं हो सकते, छोटा और बराबर एक साथ नहीं होगा, या छोटा होगा या बराबर होगा, दैट मीन्स और, एंड नहीं, हमेशा और. ग्रेटर देन और इक्वल टू, अगेन A is greater than or equal to B, that means either A is greater than B or A is equal to B, and the last is not equal to. So these are the 5 inequality symbols. Alright, now how to solve the questions. We have some rules to solve this question. To solve the questions, the first rule is rule of ranking, which says greater than or less than. This will be given first rank. Always remember, these are given first rank. These are also known as pure symbols. Pure symbols, greater than or less than. So they will be given first rank. Second rank will be given to greater than or equal to and less than or equal to. These will be given second rank, and the third rank is given to equals to. So always remember, pure symbols which are greater than or less than, they are given first rank. Second rank is given to greater than or equal to or less than or equal to, and third rank is given to equal to. Alright, next is no conclusion. In questions we'll be asked to conclude, like is A greater than C, they will be given in conclusion. So we have to find out from questions, and if we can't conclude, then we will say we can't conclude. Alright, so for no conclusion, these 4 conditions, any of these 4 conditions might exist and it will be a no conclusion. These are also called enemy. It is called enemy rule. whenever there will be greater than and less than, these two symbols, these two inequality symbols, whenever they'll exist, will always have no conclusion. Always remember, my dear friends, whenever there will be greater than and less than together in a question, there will be no conclusion. Now it can be greater than or equal to or less than or equal to, we don't care. Whenever you see these in a question, you will be like there is no conclusion straight away. Enemy rule, shoot at first sight. Let's look at the questions. We'll get the better understanding. So we'll be applying rule of ranking as well as enemy rule. Alright, so let's practice it. A is equals to B, B is greater than C, C is less than D, D is equal to E, E is less than F. So this is the question, and now we are given the conclusions. A is greater than B, A is greater than C, A is equals to E. So we have to find out whether these conclusions are true or not. So between A and D, what do we see? Equals to, greater than, and less than. We're gonna ignore B and C here. Between A and D, they have asked the conclusion between A and D. So we'll check between A and D कि कौन कौन से inequality symbols हैं. First one is equal to, then greater than, then less than. So this is enemy, no conclusion. Then we are asked between A and C. So between A and C we are given equals to, greater than. Here we'll apply rule of ranking. This is a pure symbol. It will be given first rank. So A is greater than C, yes. Okay. Then between A and E we have equals to, greater than, less than, equal to. Again enemy. So my answer will be only second follows, that is A greater than C. So the answer is only second follows. I hope this question was clear to you. Very simple. Just rule of ranking and enemy rule. So again next question. I hope you'll able to solve it. So just pause the screen and try to solve it yourself. So in this question we have given A is greater than D, D is equal to A is greater than B, B is greater than or equal to C. And we are given three conclusions again. Again we'll apply rule of ranking and enemy rule or no conclusion rule. So between A and B, what do we find? Greater than, equal to, greater than. Rule of ranking, pure symbol, greater than, it is true, alright. So between C and A now, between C and A, they have asked between C and A, but we have A and C. In question, we are given A and C, and in conclusion, they have asked C and A. So we'll first try to identify what's there between A and C as given in the question. It is greater than or equals to. So rule of ranking, pure symbol. So A is greater than C. But in conclusion we are given between C and A. So we'll apply rule of flip. Please pay attention here. Rule of flip. What we gonna do? We're gonna flip this. Because in conclusion we have asked the relation between C and A. And in question we have the relation between A and C. So by flipping it we get less than, greater than का हो गया less than, A की जगह C, C की जगह C. So this is what we get. So in conclusion we are given C equals to A? No, not at all. C is less than A. Then between E and D we can directly see it, it's greater than, and here it is given greater than or, so no. So the first one only follows, that's the answer, only first follows. So the important thing in this question was rule of flip. In question we were given relation between A and C, and in conclusions they asked between C and A. So we just solved it first between A and C, and then we flipped it. I hope it was clear to you. Now third question, D is greater than B, C is greater than A. Now there is no sequence here. Please pay attention, there is no sequence. Commas are given between the relation. D is greater than B, C is greater than K is less than N, B is less than C. So what do we do here is, we form a tree. How? D is greater than B is given to us. Then we'll find B, cause सीरीज आगे B से कंटिन्यू होगी. So हम देख लेते हैं कि B के साथ रिलेशन कहाँ दे रखा है. So ये रिलेशन है, B is less than C. Now C is greater than K. So we write C is greater than K. Then we are given K is less than N. So K is less than N. So अब ये क्वेश्चन बन गया है. हमने एक ट्री बना दिया एक कंटिन्यूटी के लिए. कंटिन्यूटी नहीं दे रखी थी क्वेश्चन में. सो उस कंटिन्यूटी को बनाने के लिए वी हैव फाउंड अ ट्री. तो अब ये क्वेश्चन हमारा बन गया है एंड हमारे को कंक्लूजन दे रखा है. फर्स्ट D इज ग्रेटर देन N. So we'll see what's there between D and N. It's greater than, less than, greater than, less than. Two enemies. Shoot at first sight, no conclusion. Between C and B, what have they given? B is less than C. In question, B is less than C. And in conclusion, they have asked C is greater than B or not. So we'll apply rule of flip. We'll flip it. Less than becomes greater than. B की जगह C and C की जगह B. So yes, this is correct. Then they have asked between K and B. So between B and K, we have given the question less than, greater than, enemy. So no conclusion. Now we won't flip here because already there is no conclusion between B and K. So obviously there will be no conclusion between K and B. So only second follows here, which is the answer. Only second follows. So the new thing in this question was tree. So whenever there is no continuity, you try to form a tree, you try to form the continuity. So those were the direct form questions where inequality symbols were given to you. Now we are moving to indirect form or coded form. So in this type of inequality, relations are defined as symbolic forms. Two symbols are given and we have to decode them first and then we have to solve. Like P at the rate Q means P is not smaller than Q. So we are given a symbol here at the rate. And what this at the rate means? P is not smaller than Q. P Q से छोटा नहीं है. That means it can be greater than or it can be equal to. I'll repeat. P is not smaller than Q. That means या तो P Q से बड़ा होगा या P Q के बराबर होगा. Alright, so we have decoded this at the rate. ये at the rate है greater than or equal to. Now $P means P is neither greater than nor equal to Q. ना P Q से बड़ा है ना बराबर है. That means P will be less than Q. So here dollar is equivalent to less than, at the rate is equivalent to greater than or equal to. So these were the codes. We have decoded them into inequality signs and then we want to solve the question. Let's solve a question which was asked in IBPS PO 2013 exam. Here is the question. In the following questions, the symbol copyright, hash, at the rate, percentage and dollar are used with the following meanings. जो हमने last time किया है, try to solve with me now. P copyright Q means P is not greater than Q. P Q से बड़ा नहीं है. That means it can be smaller than or it can be equal. या तो छोटा होगा या बराबर होगा क्योंकि P Q से बड़ा नहीं है. P hashtag Q means P is neither greater than nor equal to Q. ना बड़ा है ना बराबर है. That means छोटा है, less than. P at the rate Q means P is neither greater than nor smaller than Q. ना P Q से बड़ा है ना छोटा है. That means it will be equal, ना बड़ा है ना छोटा है, that means बराबर है. P percentage Q, P is neither small then nor equal to, ना small है ना equal है, that means it is greater than Q. P dollar $Q means P is not smaller than Q. If it is not smaller, that means या तो बड़ा है या बराबर है. So we have decoded all the symbols, copyright, hash, at the rate, percentage and dollar. So here we are with 5 inequality symbols जो हमने starting में देखे थे. Now the question which they have asked is find which of the conclusions given below are definitely true, यानी कि ये सही हैं. So statement हमारे को दे रखा है D hashtag E, D hash, hash means less than, E, E copyright T, copyright means less than or equal to, T, T at the rate C, at the rate means equal to, C hash A, that means less than A. So ये हमारा क्वेश्चन बन गया. Alright, so now they have asked D hash A. D hash A means, D hash means less than A. So is D less than A? So between D and A we are given less than or equal to and less than. Rule of ranking, pure symbol is given the first rank, so less than will be given the first rank. Alright, so is D less than A? Yes, definitely. Then they have asked C copyright D. C copyright D means C less than or equal to D. So between C and D we'll see D and C दे रखा है हमको क्वेश्चन में, less than equal to. Rule of ranking, D less than C. Alright, अब इसको मैं अगर फ्लिप भी करूंगा तो this will give me C greater than D. यहाँ पे क्या पूछा है, C less than or equal to D? No, so no. Then they have asked A percentage E means, A percentage means greater than E. Is A greater than E? Now let's find out. Between E and A I am given less than or equal to less than. Rule of ranking, less than will be given preference. First rank, pure symbol. E is less than A. Now they have asked A greater than E और क्वेश्चन में E और A के बीच में दे रखा है, तो रूल ऑफ फ्लिप, A फ्लिप कर दिया सिंबल को, E, yes, so it's correct. And last they have asked T hashtag A, that means T less than A. So between T and A we have given equals to and less than. Rule of ranking, pure symbol, T less than A, yes. So first, third and fourth are correct. First, third and fourth are true. So the answer is 1. So we have just decoded it, nothing new. Just decoded it and solved it. Very, very easy. Let's look at the other question. It was asked in IBPS 2013 IBPS PO exam. So again the same symbols. I'm copying it. Less than or equal to, neither greater than nor equal to, that means small, neither greater than nor smaller, that means equal, neither smaller than nor equal, that means greater, not small, that means greater than or equal to. So here in statement they have given A percentage A, that means A greater than N, S dollar N, dollar means greater than or equal to N, S percentage W, S greater than W, W copyright R, W less than or equals to R. Alright, so now we'll form a tree because there is no continuity. A is greater than N. Now there is no N, but here we are given S is greater than or equal to n. So we're gonna flip it. So this will become n less than or equals to s, n less than or equals to s, then s is greater than w, and w is less than or equals to r. Alright, so this is my question now. I have decoded it. First I have decoded it, then I have applied rule of flip, formed a tree, so everything is there. Now in conclusions they have asked $R$A, that means R is greater than or equals to A. I have to find out between R and A, what do I have? Greater than, less than or equals to, greater than. So enemy, there is no need of flipping it, there is enemy rule, so this is not true. S percentage R, that means S greater than R. So between S and R, again enemy, no conclusion. Third one is S percentage A, and S percentage A, S greater than A. So between S and A, I am having again enemy rule, so no conclusion. And W copyright A, that means W less than or equals to A, and between W and A I am having greater than, less than, equals to, greater than, again enemy rule, so no conclusion. So none is true, that is third is the answer. So we have seen rule of ranking, we have seen no conclusion or enemy rule, we have seen tree formation, rule of flip. So these are the concepts which we discussed. These are the basic concepts, and we are done with part 1. And in part 2 we'll discuss some special cases like either or neither nor, and we'll solve some questions that came in previous competitive exams. So we are done with part 1. If you liked the video, if it was helpful to you, please click the like button and comment down below your comments. How do you find the video, or if you have any problem, you can find us on Facebook. Our Facebook page is Cloud24 Academy, and you can also mail to us cloud24academy@gmail.com. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Thank you for watching.